Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching this video. I want to talk to you about the real world school or class that I want to have that I try to have in my Spanish class. I teach 10th graders up to 12th graders, so it's mainly high school. And I try to make the experience as real as I can, trying to use Spanish in things in class that will be useful outside the class. So normally I'll teach the basic things like gender, number, how to form plurals, how to determine the gender of a noun based on the spelling and verb conjugation, simple vocabulary. And while they're learning that, they're also using an app called Duolingo, which they really enjoy because they get to use their phone and they accomplish skills and they get points for that as well. This is really helpful and useful. However, when I'm in class, I try to teach or use topics that I know will be useful outside the school. For example, the food unit. That is something that I really enjoy and my students really enjoy because they can relate and they can think of ways they can use those words that they're learning in class to go and place their order in a Mexican restaurant. So I've had some students that they will learn here the vocabulary and then they go to Mexout, which is in Bowling Green, and they'll place their complete order in Spanish by telling them, oh, I want lettuce and which is lechuga, or onion, cebolla, tomato, tomate, and so on. So that's a unit that it's very important in my class. And then writing recipes, being able to identify food items within a menu, or to describe, or at least to be able to say what you like or dislike. Also, another very important unit in my during the semester is numbers, days of the week, and months, because they learn how to talk about the time, how to ask the time, if they need to get directions or get a phone number. They get all that basic information in order to be able to apply it outside school. But throughout the semester, they keep adding and adding knowledge to what they're learning. So everything in my class is built up on something else, and they keep applying it and applying it till the end of the semester. I make groups, and I divide my class into big groups, 10 and 10, or 15 and 15, depending on how many students I have. And then I'll form groups of 3 trios, and each one of my trios will have one lesson. So one group might have gender of nouns, and the other one would have class vocabulary, as in desk, pencil, pen, paper, other food vocabulary, like milk, chicken, cheese, rice, water, milk, bread, things like that, like simple things that are useful outside of school. And others will have numbers, or the other ones will have days of the week and months. So each one is in charge of designing their own lesson, like a mini lesson that they will get to teach at the intermediate center. Normally we get to work with 6th graders or 5th graders, depending on which teachers are available at the time. And during the entire week, I take my students, my high school students, to the intermediate center, and we change roles. I just observe them and they become the teachers. They teach what they have learned throughout the semester, which helps them a lot interacting with the community, and they kind of learn and understand what the teacher goes through every single day. And I've been able to impact so many students that at the end of the activity they tell me, I thought I wanted to be a teacher, and now I know I want to be a teacher, because after the project they still have to write a reflection project. So this is an activity that involves them with the community and makes them work in groups and talk and work in their management time and resource management, and to create a product that they have to present that will impact the students. Because what I'm trying to do here is trying to build awareness of the importance of learning a second language, especially at this time, in the 21st century, in which a lot of people from different countries, mainly Spanish-speaking countries, immigrate to the United States. So I want to build this awareness in my students, that it's important to be able to effectively communicate with people with different backgrounds, linguistic backgrounds, educational backgrounds, and cultural backgrounds. Because at the end, we're all part of the same community, living in the same place. So it's important to be able to effectively communicate with one another. So this is one of the things that I'm trying to do in my class, trying to take everything that is learned here in the class to real experience outside the world for them to be able to use it. And the most important part is that in the first units of the semester, I try to build that awareness and make them think, okay, if you were outside, in which professions do you think you would have to use Spanish? And they come up with doctors, nurse, agriculturists, if you work in a farm, um, police officers, firemen. So they come up with so many lists and so many reasons on why it's important to learn Spanish, and we could keep on building on that idea, and then we enhance that idea by understanding that it's important to start learning Spanish at a younger age, and that's why they go to the intermediate center to have an impact on younger students. So this is the way my class works, and I hope you enjoy it. If you teach Spanish, maybe you can get a few ideas from this real world class, or we can share some ideas. I hope you have a good day.